here for our Tai Chi class this morning. If you're joining us on YouTube, go ahead and hit like and subscribe and ring the little bell so you get notified whenever we have a new video. In the meantime, we're going to get started with just finding our stance, starting with checking your feet, making sure they're parallel, toes pointed straight ahead. And then from there, just sink your weight down into your heels, lift your toes up off the ground. Let everything relax. And then again, shift your weight into your heels, lift your toes up off the ground, and then let everything relax. One more time, shift your weight all the way back into your heels, lift your toes. So you should feel the ball of your foot, the ball under your pinky toe, and then again, sinking down, curling under as much as you can, float back up, and then one more, sinking down, tucking under. And then this time, as you float back up, don't come all the way up. Keep just a little soft bend so that your tail is just slightly tucked under and your low back is nice and flat and supported. Well, from there, the last thing is to reach up through the crown of your head. You can sometimes feel yourself wanting to arch your back to stretch even further, but keep that tail tucked under and only stretch up through the upper back and neck. Perfect. Now from there, reach your hands out to your sides. Take a moment to feel how you feel in this stance. Does it feel supportive or does it feel a little awkward because you're not used to it? Either way, it's okay. But this is the positioning that you want to come back to between each posture. Feet straight ahead, well balanced, knees soft, tail tucked, upper back and neck stretching up as tall as you can. All right, from here, we're going to start bringing a little gentle movement into our practice today. So as you breathe in, bring your chin up gently. And as you breathe out, bring it down towards your chest. In and up, out and down. In and up, out and down. Coming back to center. From here, moving side to side. So breathing in and looking to your left. And then as you exhale, come back to center. And then move to your right with your next inhale. And center. Left. And center. And right. And center. Beautiful. Rolling your shoulders forward and up, bringing them nice and tight up by your ears. And then as you exhale, sink them down, up and around. Exhaling to let everything sink and soften. And one more, up and down, and then rolling them the other way. Squeezing up and then rolling down and back. And up and down. And one more here, up and down. Beautiful. From here, we're going to move into ringing the gong, bringing a little movement through our torso. So starting with just a gentle swing, letting your arms go side to side, still keeping that tail tucked under. And then as you inhale, let your hands tap their way up your body, up to the top of your rib cage if you can. And then as you exhale, moving back down. Inhale up. And exhale down. And one more here. And down. Beautiful. Coming back to stillness, reach your hands out to your sides, and we're going to start bringing a little movement into our extremities. So starting with your fingers, wiggle them, squeeze them in and out, make tight fists, and then move into your wrists. Give them a little shake, let them flop around, and then up to your elbows, and then from your shoulders, get those noodle arms going, moving everything nice and big and loose. Beautiful. Let those come back to stillness, and then we're going to move to one foot, starting with just putting it out with the heel down, wiggling the toes, squeezing them in and out, and then lifting the foot up, moving into the ankle. If you're seated, this one's pretty easy. If you're standing and you need to put a hand on something for a little support, go right ahead. Move into the knee, and then into the hip. And again, just let everything flop nice and loose. Beautiful. Put that foot down, move to the other side. Starting with just putting the heel out, wiggling the toes, squeezing them in and out. And then pick that foot up, shake from the ankle. And then from the knee. And then from the hip. Nice, great work. Put that foot down. Make sure you're back in that Tai Chi stance. So feet parallel, knees soft, and take a moment. Once again, put your hand on your belly and the hand on the small of your back, and just find that slight tuck so that the low back is nice and flat and supported. Beautiful. From here, we're going to move into open the door. As you take a nice deep breath in, float your hands up. And then as you exhale, float them back down. And up. And down. Up. And down. And one more here. Up. And down. Moving into wings of a bird, floating the arms up to the side, and then nice and gently right back down, and up, and down, up, and down, and one more, up, and down. Moving into old man strokes his beard. Your hands come out in a big circle from your elbows, and then come in and push down towards your center. Inhaling up, exhaling down, and up, and down. And one more, up and down. Beautiful. From here, moving into embrace the moon. So as you breathe in, bringing your arms out nice and wide. And then as you breathe out, you're circling around, curling your whole body in. Inhale and open. Exhale and close. And you are moving through your back here. So your tail is not going to stay tucked as you're opening. You're flexing through your spine, bringing a little gentle movement in between your vertebrae, really helping stretch everything out. One more to each side. And last one here. Coming back to center, float your hands down by your side. And then we're going to pause here and grab some water before we start our postures for the day. All right, bring it back in. Come back to that Tai Chi stance. Go ahead and glance down at your feet, make sure they're parallel. And then one hand on the belly, one hand on the back. Just find that gentle tuck so that your back feels good and supported there. From here, we're going to move into fan through the back. Now this is one that is in the second half of the form, and we've just started really addressing it. So we're going to go through it in a little more detail. It seems like a simple posture, but it really gives you the opportunity to work on timing your movement with your breath. So you're going to take your left foot and step forward. As you do, your right elbow is going to come up. And then as you exhale, you're going to sink everything forward, and your left hand is going to come up to meet. Your movement ends when your exhale ends. Inhale back and push down. Moving to the other side. So this time you step forward and your left elbow comes up, inhaling. As you exhale, sink and rock your weight forward. Inhale back. Exhale to push. Left foot. Step back. Right foot. Step back. One more to each side. Left. And back. And right. And back. Beautiful. Float your hands up to center. Expand. And contract. Expand. And contract. And one more. Expand. And contract. Stepping out with your left leg this time for push the mountain. Rocking your weight forward, pushing your hands up, and then curling back as you withdraw your weight. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Try to apply that same principle we just practiced with your movement ending with your inhale and exhale ending. So as you rock forward, keep moving until your inhale stops. As you rock back, keep moving until your exhale stops. One more here. And then stepping back to center. Inhale. And exhale. Expand. And contract. One more. Now moving to the other side. Inhaling forward. Exhaling back. Forward. And back. Hands and knees moving at the same pace and stopping at the same time, all matched to your breath. One more. And then step back to center. Float your hands up, expand, and contract. 2 more expansion and contractions. And as you're doing these breaths, check your tailbone, make sure it's still tucked under nicely. Beautiful. From here, stepping out, pierce the clouds. Pushing your hands forward like an arrow, swimming them back to come back by your hips. Beautiful. Same principle here, matching your movement with your breath. So everything stops together, both forward and backward. Excellent. One more here. And then stepping back to center. Expand. And contract. Just one time here, stepping out with the right foot, breathing forward and back and forward and back. Matching your breath to your movement. Perfect. Last one. Stepping back, expand, and contract. Expand, and contract. And one more. Expand, and contract. From here, we're going to tap our left foot in and hold the ball. We're going to step out for grasping the sparrow's tail. So stepping out in that bow stance, coming up, other hand swings up to meet, pull it through, watching your hands as they go, pressing forward, pulling back, and push. Stepping back to center. Now try matching it with your breath, letting everything start and stop together. Stepping forward, pulling through, pressing, pulling back, and push. Exhale back to center. One more on this side, stepping forward, pulling through, press, pull, and push. Stepping back to center, and then bring your hands up, one expansion and contraction. Checking in on that tailbone, make sure it's still tucked, knees are still soft. Tap your right foot in, moving to the other side. Step out, hand comes up. Other hand swings up to meet and sweeps through. Press forward, pull back, and push. Exhale to center. And again, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, Inhale. And exhale back to center. Last one here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale as you push. And then exhale back to center. Shift your weight to neutral. Check your Tai Chi stance. Expand. And contract. Expand. And contract. Expand. And contract. Beautiful. Float your hands down here. We're going to finish our postures today with the deflect parry punch that we were working on from the very end of the 24 count form. So starting with your left foot tapped in, holding your ball, you're going to step sideways this time. So it's not that 45-degree bow step. You're going to come all the way to the side. And as you shift your weight, your hand is going to come up, making a fist to like you're knocking something away from you. From here, your foot turns. As your back foot comes up to meet, your hand sweeps through for the parry. And then that back foot continues forward, and your left hand does the punch. Stepping back. Let's try that again. Stepping out. Come up for your deflection. Foot and hand come forward together for the parry. Stepping out and following through for the punch. The right hand stays in front of your elbow or forearm. Stepping back. One more time going on this side. Deflect as you inhale. Exhale to parry. Inhale again to punch. Exhale to step back to center. Float your hands up. Expand. And contract. And then move to the other side, tapping the right foot in, holding the ball right hand on bottom, looking and stepping to your right. As you exhale, that foot comes forward, hand sweeps through, and then as you step, you punch. Coming back to center. And again, stepping out. Stepping forward. And then stepping out again for the punch. Stepping back. Right foot steps forward. Left foot comes up to meet. Left foot steps forward. Beautiful. Come back to center. And then find that balance again. Expand. And contract. Expand. And contract. Expand. And contract. Float your hands down. Pause here and grab some water, and then we'll finish off. All right, bringing it back in. Checking in one more time. Toes parallel, pointing straight ahead. Tail tucked, knees soft. Stretching up through the crown of your head, trying to lengthen through your upper spine and your neck. Take a nice big breath here. And sink your shoulders down. Sink your weight down into the ground. And just take a moment to appreciate the work you just did. Those are some complex postures with a lot of steps to them, and you guys did fantastic. So give yourself a moment to enjoy that and congratulate yourselves. And then we'll move into our final postures for the day. Before we close the door, we're going to work just a little bit through our back. Bringing one hand up for lumbering bear, and then pressing it down as you switch sides. Still matching your breath with your movement. Moving gently and mindfully, feeling that big bear paw come down, pressing into the ground. With all that weight of that big lumbering bear behind it. One more. And then coming back to center. One expansion and contraction. And then moving into calming the waters, reaching out and coming around. And then coming up on the other side like you're smoothing ripples. Breathing in and then out as you come up on the other side. Again, working on that timing, matching the movement with the breath. One more here. Beautiful. And then floating your hands up to center. One expansion and contraction. Floating your hands down by your sides. And then closing the door. Hands float up. And then down. Inhaling up. And down. Up. And down. And last one here. Up. And down. Beautiful. Bring your hands up to center to move into our circle breathing. As you inhale, your hands come around the top of your circle. And as you exhale, they come around the bottom. And once you feel comfortable with the movement, if it is good for you, close your eyes and just let your breathing return to its normal, natural pace. Try to follow that pace with your hands. And do 2 more circles at your own pace. Finish that last circle. And then float your hands down by your sides. Checking in one more time, making sure that everything feels comfortable and safe. And if it does, close your eyes down again, reach your hands out energetically to your sides so you can kind of feel the space around you. Be aware of the air, of any objects in the space nearby, any sounds in the room with you or outside. Continuing to let your breath come in its natural pace. But with each breath, imagining it filling that little balloon behind your belly button, expanding it a little bit more with each inhale, and carrying with it that warm, bright energy, swirling, warming you, soothing any aches and pains, filling all the way up through your belly and then spilling down your legs, past your knees, down into your ankles and your feet, out to your toes, filling up through the backs of your legs, relaxing the muscles, up through your glutes and your back body, through your abdomen, just releasing any tension, relaxing everything down, up through your ribs, all the way up to your shoulders, spilling down your arms, across your elbows, your wrists, out into your fingers, and then filling back up all the way up into your neck, into your face, the back of your skull, soothing through your jaw, the space between your eyes, your forehead, all the way up to the crown of your head, until every part of you is warm and soothed and filled with that bright, joyful energy. Take one more breath here, and then open your eyes. Carry that bright, joyful energy with you throughout your day, and I will see you next week.